Alright, take two and a re-upload of a chapter in which Io Solara gets so frustrated that he accidentally fucking cries at work. Hey, we've all been there. Okay, Chapter 9, Cross-Examination. Now playing as Carrie, you stare at your sister reeling from the secret she just told you. You smuggled a Jura agent onto my ship!
I know it sounds bad, but we just need to hold him until we stop to refuel.
Hex! I can't believe you! What were you thinking? Do you have any idea what kind of position this puts me in?
I just signed up to transfer some cargo. No one ever said I had to smuggle anything alive.
Sol appears in the doorway with a sheepish expression. Beads of sweat dot his forehead, which I am going to go ahead and take artistic liberty and imagine are like solid crystals like falling off of him.
Apologies for the interruption, Captain Alara, but the temperature in the passenger lounge has risen at an alarming rate.
You turn back to your sister, only to find that she's disappeared. Oh my god, sorry, this is one of those like, shut up, the lines. Just regulate the ship's temperature first, I'll find packs later.
Expediency is critical here. Fortunately, I traced the issue to one of the air vents, but I've yet to identify the true cause.
You and Sol hurry to the passenger lounge with V buzzing along behind you. Because of course she is. Okay. When you walk into the lounge, a wall of heat hits your body. Two familiar, inconsolable faces huddle below a large air vent.
My sweet, adorable Wumble boy is gone forever. He'll spend his final days wandering this metal labyrinth, terrified and alone.
We'll have to prepare the funeral. He'd want a grand party with goodie bags full of moisturizer for the guests.
As you approach them, Leona's livid eyes meet yours.
Finally, help has deigned to arrive. Our baby is trapped up there. Do something.
Let's all take a deep breath. I do kind of fucking love the Warren's just taking a vacation option, but Carrie treats his passengers right. Let's all take a deep breath. I can get Warren back. Warren is just as important as any other passenger. I'll bring him back safe and sound.
I appreciate that you're taking this seriously.
Providing a safe environment to everyone, including pets, is something the Atlas strives for. Adara lets out a piercing wail, startling the other passengers in the lounge.
We're wasting time. Warren is going to perish in there.
Sol, rolling up his sleeves, turns to you.
Captain Alara, it appears we need to rescue the animal. I recommend entering the nearest vent.
You both walk over to the vent, which towers over your head. There's no way I can reach that.
Allow me.
Sol carefully grips your waist and uses his height to lift you up to the vent. This is another one of those moments where I'm like, it totally plays into my headcanon that Sol is so tall that he's taller than any human could ever be. Thanks, Sol. Got really strong arms.
An added dynamis bonus, Captain Alara.
I'd argue it's all you. You reach down an arm to help Sol up.
Thank you. Now, if we can just find...
Sol falls silent and points to a small, dark shadow at the end of the tunnel.
There he is. Reef!
Startled, Warren catapults down the tunnel, only to dart through a cloud of dust. He immediately pauses to lick himself clean.
We should make use of this distraction, Captain Alara.
Come here, Warren. I really want to do the don't you miss your moms and have him be like, hell no. But no, Carrie's doing a good job here, trying his fucking best here. Come here, Warren. I'll help you get clean again. Warren freezes mid-lick and stares at you with wide, gleeful eyes. Warren bounds straight into your arms. Got him!
Nicely done, Captain Alara. The passengers will be most pleased.
Sol leans close to a large, immobile fan to inspect it.
Seems Warren managed to turn off the fan, resulting in the heat wave.
Sol presses a button on the wall, and the fan slowly begins to move again. Warren is safe, and the Atlas is comfortable again. Call that a job well done. As soon as you and Sol drop down from the vent, Adara and Leona sweep Warren from your arms.
He's alive! What a relief!
Oh, but he's simply filthy, Leona. We need to take him to the groomers immediately.
As they rush off with Warren in tow. In tow? Sorry, but I'm just like, did someone write this who doesn't know what the phrase in tow means? I mean, I don't want to undermine the intelligence of the writers here, but in tow means following behind, not just like in the same party. I feel like they'd be carrying him, and I feel like I'm putting too much thought into this, and now I'm moving on. As they rush off with Warren, in tow apparently, Sol consults his data screen. I must head to the bridge. He looks back up at you and smiles. But it was a privilege to witness your heroic actions today, Captain Alara.
So I've lost pets with you any time, Sol?
Sol nods slowly, his eyes leaving yours as he glides away. As you head down the hall to search for Pax, you catch sight of Meridian walking toward you. I hear we're having special company from the Vanguard. Admiral Deimos arrives in a few hours and I barely have the chance to prepare. Giving the rest of the crew a pile of work to do, but there's no way we'll get all of it done in time. Maybe I can help. Made it through my share of Vanguard evaluations during the war. My inspection record is spotless. You hear someone scoff, and Kepler appears at your side, rolling her eyes at Meridian.
Meridian, this is an inspection with Admiral Deimos. If the hangar base blast doors aren't back in working shape, she'll slap us with a huge fine that Artemis won't be too happy about. You're right. Plus, this will be our only chance to fix them before we meet Artemis on Matara.
I know it's not quite the same thing, but I've done a bunch of mechanical repairs on synthetic limbs.
And I have real experience getting captains ready for inspection. Besides, I know my way around the workings of a ship.
Kepler winks at you, and Meridian flashes you a wide grin. Why don't we all repair the doors together? This is one of those things where I thought this was going to be like sort of the stand-in for a threesome, like to represent the idea of a threesome, but no, guys. Go ahead and get your hopes up, guys, because this book has what you've been hoping for. They're just priming the paint for what's really gonna go down here. Also, oh wait, look at his little lightning knuckles. Just gotta get a full view of that right quick. Okay, anyway, here we go. I won't turn down extra help. I know you won't, Carrie Alara, Thotiana Alara. Oh my god! Just as I was calling him out, then Kepler is like, as bold as anyone can be. Okay, but here we go. I have to actually do it in her voice.
You like what I can do with my hands?
Meridian shakes his head at Kepler as she waggles her eyebrows. He smiles at you. Let's get your ship back in pristine condition. You arrive at a monitoring platform overlooking the hangar bay. The blast doors jut out at a weird angle with black scorch marks on them. That damage is from a massive explosion. No one told me exactly what happened here.
Beck said his ship was accidentally set to self-destruct. She fixed the gravity nail lock, but the blast doors won't close. Basically, if any unwanted objects like asteroids or lasers want to get in here, they can.
Meridian slides open a drawer and pulls out 3 small devices, which ostensibly are not space vibrators. Okay. We'll need to put these spacesuits on to get to the control panel outside. He hands you the round metal ring, and you turn it over in your hands. This isn't like the ones I'm used to. How do I put this on?
Need some assistance, Cap?
And Carrie's like, no, I was fully just playing dumb and I wanted Meridian to touch me. I like that that's kind of the first option. And I'm pretty sure that's what I clicked, because I want that characterization of him where he's like, no, I've put these on like 10,000 times, and I was just trying to be like, oh, Meridian, show me how to put it on. Okay. Maybe Meridian can show me? You don't mind? I'd love to. He gently takes the ring, his fingers brushing your open palm. It extends out into a necklace as he pulls it. You tilt your head to the side as he lightly places the ring around your neck, his fingertips skimming your collarbone. All that's left is for you to press this button. He indicates the sparkling jewel at the center of the ring where it's fallen into the hollow of your neck. Like this. You touch the button, watching as a series of pixelated pentagons expand out from the ring until your entire body is covered in a translucent glow. That's a cool-ass spacesuit, and I feel like nobody even talked about how cool-ass that is, that they invented in this book like a cool necklace shield thing, and that's their version of a spacesuit, and that they say, here we go, it protects you from all these things. Anyway, here we go into space. After everyone is in their suit and a pair of grav boots, you and Meridian climb up the side of the ship over to the control panel.
love spacewalking. Makes you feel connected to the whole universe.
What a romantic thought.
Kepler's voice comes in over the comms, but you can see her in the distance. She's in front of the airlock, just at a distance of the blast door controls.
Let me know when you're done lollygagging so I can rewire the door's tracks and get out of this death trap.
Roger that, Kepler. Approaching the control panel now. Meridian leans over and opens the panel. He then enters a command, unlocking it.
If this works anything like my diagnostic equipment, it should be pretty straightforward.
It's a ship, not a kid with gamma pox. Try to keep that in mind.
You crouch down and pull the lever closest to you. Lever 1 in position. Meridian cranks the far lever up.
Airlock failsafe disabled. Try not to get blown up in there, Kepler. Done enough surgery for one day.
You wish. It'd take more than a detonation to get me in a laboratory.
Be careful, I don't want anybody getting hurt. With the airlock off, Kepler is able to lean between the doors, reaching out toward the track controls.
I can see the manual override switch. It's just a few feet.
The moment she flips the switch, she's drowned out by a loud rumbling. The blast doors begin to grind closed. Kepler, get out of there! As the doors close in, Kepler's tether snaps and she spirals out into space.
I can't stop.
Oh, you better get her. You run across the exterior of the ship toward Kepler.
Kepler, take my hand. You're too far. Get closer.
As she shoots past you completely out of control, you leap up and grab the back of her harness. Gotcha! You clank your boots back down to the surface of the Atlas, securing both of you.
One more second, I would have been space dust. Oh, you uncap?
The three of you look at the now closed hangar bay doors.
Well, at least they can shut now.
Explosion damage doesn't exactly scream luxury ship. Need to get the polishing beams back online.
Should reboot the controls. It'll take 30 minutes tops, and then everything should be back to normal.
That's way too much time. Deimos is gonna whack up every inch of the ship in a matter of hours. Electrical charge should do it. Panel's just on the other side of those doors. I could probably hit the switch with a shot from here.
Both fair points. Like I'm Kepler.
You got a cap.
Oh, and you fucking get romance points for like letting her shoot something, which honestly is so in character that I love it. Kepler spins her blaster pistol on her index finger. She sets it to stun, then takes careful aim and... bingo! Nice shot! The streams of light appear, replacing damaged areas on the doors with flawless, shining steel. Hopefully, Deimos will appreciate all the trouble we're going to. I'll be happy as long as she doesn't start court-martialing everyone.
Okay, I've got a confession to make. My inspection record was flawless except for one very, very bad incident.
Let me guess you didn't tuck in your bed corners tight enough.
If only. Our ship was stationed in a conflicted star system when the inspection team arrived. While everyone was standing at attention, a sentry robot was left projecting a Vanguard emblem over the ship. The Dra fleet detected it from 3 parsecs away.
What happened? Did they attack you?
They did. Should have seen the Admiral's face when the firebombs started coming down. Needless to say, we failed inspection.
That's pretty bad, I've got to say.
It was, but we managed to make it out of there without any casualties.
The Atlas rumbles beneath your feet. What the?
Must be repairing the monitoring station too.
The outer entrances seal closed as the repairs continue, and you find yourself with no visible way back into the hangar bay. That's a problem.
I'm not about to wait for this place to fix itself.
Kepler cranks open the top of a nearby emergency airlock vent.
We're gonna need to jump. Is that safe?
Let's think about this for a moment.
Before he can utter another word, Kepler leaps into the vent.
Woo!
Are we really going to follow her?
Well, we do need to get back to preparing the ship. Meridian steels himself, then jumps. Both of them manage to land down below.
Kepler motions for you to follow.
You can do it, Cap. I'll close it remotely once you're safely down here.
Okay, here I go. You spring forward headfirst, sliding down, but ultimately find yourself flying straight for Kepler and Meridian, Carrie's clumsy, stupid ass. But I do love that they gave you this choice of who do you land on? Or do you just, like, choose yourself? And I think I at least just, like, hovered over it for a second to see what, yeah. Somersault to avoid both is the option to, like, not land on anyone. But since I kind of have this established headcanon already that Meridian's largeness is, like, larger than a human, and Kepler's smallness is, like, smaller than a human, I don't want to crush Kepler to death. So I'm gonna go with land on Meridian. Here we go. You reach out to the walls to slow your approach, but still end up dragging Meridian to the floor beneath you. Which, damn, that's a hard fall if, like, human-sized Carrie fucking dropped Meridian's entire ass. Okay, anyway. And he's just like, oops, sorry for the cranial damage. Kepler disappears into the corridor. You and Meridian remain lying there, your limbs entangled. So Carrie's just like, sorry about that. Because Meridian is like, it's fine. I'm into cranial damage. He smiles at you, dazed. Your faces inches apart. You click, okay, something where you click off the buttons and then you almost touch him and blah blah blah, slow burn. But it's a fast burn. We're burning up in space. You're about to kiss him on the mouth. I do love the fast burns of ATV. I mean, there are some times where I will give everyone the credit for being accurate that the flirt lines are pretty bad. But sometimes it's shit like this. The crew's really into it. Meridian's really into him. He's the one starting this shit. I don't know. I like these two together. Meridian knows what he's doing. He can handle himself. He's a confident decision maker and confident in several other areas of life, as you will see in his diamond scenes. Anyway, speaking of which, here's this line, which I'm pretty sure is him saying that he either is hard or is about to be. You have an inspection to prepare for, and if we stay here another second, I won't be able to let you go.
Maybe we can arrange that when we have more time.
Across the Void is like the #1 book for like establishing canonically which characters are dogs and subs and shit. Just letting you know that is still to come. I also love the mental image of tiny Carrie like scrambling his ass around trying to pull Meridian to his feet, which is like a physical impossibility. But also Meridian would be loving that too, just like sitting there like watching him scramble his ass around and try.
Looking good. Yeah, it is.
Turns out we make a good team. Oh, y'all, they're priming the paint. Priming the paint for the actual threesome that happens later. Okay, after Kepler and Meridian have left, V fucking screams out something.
Pax sent you a con, Carrie. She needs you to come right away, alone.
Tell her I'm on my way and have her let us know where it is I'm going. A few minutes later, you make your way over to the lower level of the hangar bay where Pax conned you to meet her. Haven't got much time, Pax, let's make this quick. Pax steps out of the shadows, signaling for you to follow her.
He's right over here.
The door to a supply closet bursts open, and a Romley leaps out, cursing at Pax. Thief Wasp, how many times are you going to shove me in there? I nearly suffocated.
Carrie, this is Izar, a Jura agent in need of our protection.
You're the only one who can make sure the Admiral doesn't find me.
Interesting.
I love that that's his response. And also the first, your presence endangers my ship, inexplicably reminds me of that fucking... Y'all remember the Jimmy Neutron movie with like Martin Short as the egg alien assistant guy? That's like, Toast, I greatly admire your ship. Anyway, that's what that reminded my dumbass of. Okay, I don't think that's the one I chose though. I think I said, interesting. Why hard on the Atlas? We're a luxury ship. There's nothing for you here.
I go where I'm told, and where we have operatives.
Pax glances back and forth between you and Izar.
Why don't you tell Carrie what you told me? Getting to know you better will help him see why it's so important you remain hidden.
I told Pax the reason I joined the Jura.
Seems like a good place to start.
Azar sighs and rubs his hand over his beard.
My wife, Arteria, and I lived in a mining colony on a small moon. The air was so bad it caused many to become infertile. After several miscarriages, my wife was told she could never have kids of her own.
Must have been heartbreaking for the both of you.
It was. Arteria wanted justice.
And okay, so there's a different name here for her, but it's in purple, so we're clearly supposed to notice it. I don't know if it's a nick. We'll see. I'll get to this in a second. Anyway.
The Jura told her if the Vanguard had offered her better medical treatment, our kids would still be alive. So we left the colony to save the lives of others like us. But Arteria was killed in battle a year later.
Azar.
Okay, here's the thing. Since Carrie's a kind guy, I always chose the kind options in my other ones before, but in a different playthrough, I saw if you call him out and say that he's lying, it's like true that he was lying. Like, he gets nervous and like, you find out more bullshit about his backstory. So I think this time I'm gonna, instead of just being like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna go in the middle and be like,
Azar, tell me more about your wife.
like, Carrie doesn't suspect anything, but since I do, want to hear more.
Azar, tell me more about your wife. Was she a miner too?
Azar's eyes widen, clearly caught off guard.
My wife, no, Arteria was an asteroid farmer. We both were.
Seems strange for two farmers to live on a mining colony. And wasn't your wife's name Arteria?
Arteria was her nickname. We lived on the asteroid belt next to the mining colony on the moon. Miners have to get their food from somewhere.
Pax looks at you with a contemplative expression.
Azar's in charge of delivering a top secret message to the Jura. What's the message?
It's classified. I'm not sharing it with a low-level operative and her brother.
If you don't tell me, you're not giving me much to go on here.
Azar sighs dramatically.
All right, I'll give you the bottom line. I've got vital information that will determine whether or not the Jura win the next major battle against the Vanguard.
What exactly do you know?
I've already said too much. You won't be getting anything else out of me.
As he turns away, V lets out a loud whistling noise.
Carrie, you just got a comm from Sol. Admiral Deimos' shuttle docks in 5 minutes. I've got to get to the bridge. It's protocol to greet her there.
You head toward the exit of the hangar bay as quickly as you can. You hear Pax running to catch up.
Carrie, wait!
Pax reaches out and places her hand on your arm pleadingly.
If the Vanguard arrests Azar, the Jura will suffer. Please, tell me. Are you going to report Azar to Admiral Deimos?
Oh, come on. I mean, I've already gone with all my Jura decisions so far, so I think already I'm gonna go with that anyway. But even if I wanted to go Vanguard, it would be a bad decision to be like, look at what a crappy captain I am, like on your first inspection, be like, oh shit, there's a stowaway. So either way, I'm gonna keep him away from the inspection. But Carrie has to say it, okay.
I'm going to keep him away from the inspection. I won't say anything to the Vanguard.
Pax throws her arms around your neck.
Thank you. Carrie, you have no idea how much this means to me.
You better not get me into trouble.
I swear, I'll make sure he stays hidden.
You untangle yourself from Pax's embrace, then head to the bridge for your first inspection. Now playing as Eos. Upon strict orders, you welcome the leader of the Vanguard Marshals in the crew's mess hall.
Admiral Deimos.
Your commanding officer nods in greeting. The constellations on her skin shimmer beneath the bright overhead lighting.
Marshal Elara.
Aw, and look at her full and beautiful sprite. Guys, there's so much to take in here. I don't know, Deimos is one of my favorite sprites. I love her hair, I love her little jewelry crown thing. She's got great makeup, of course, and not to mention the constellations. The cool, like, I love the little purple hand thing on all the Thol people. And speaking of Thol, I love that she and Zinnia both have not similar outfits, but similar, like, patterns and fabrics, so it sort of insinuates that, I don't know if it's the resources of the planet Thol, or if it's, like, a cultural thing for them. Anyway, that's cute as hell, her dress is cute as hell, her design is cute as hell, and Eos thinks so too. It's been a while. Wow, you look fantastic. I'm starting to think I'd imagined how attractive you are.
I see your lack of subtlety hasn't improved.
Just being honest, here it's a great quality. The Admiral surveys the room as she talks.
I heard you disguised your arrival as a surprise inspection.
You heard correctly. No one can know why I'm really here except essential personnel. We've been searching for Senator Tory since the assassination attempt. You did the right thing telling me, Marshal Alara.
Like, I feel like it's always just under the surface that she wants to just call him Eos. Okay, we'll see their backstory later, really soon, actually.
I know we can't afford to spend many resources, but she needs protection more than I can give her on my own.
From now on, I'll help you guard the Senator.
Great. I was hoping to get more time with you. Take any opportunity I can.
Oh shit! Oh shit, I just realized, guys, I just realized I should have clicked the thanks for having my back one. Because I really prefer the line that Deimos says there, because she has some flirty shit that's like some of the most sexually explicit double entendre I've seen so far. I mean, this game brings it. Across the Void brings the heat. Okay, let me see if I can find the screenshot where she says it.
Thanks for having my back. You've never been afraid to put yourself in the line of fire.
Everyone needs a bit of fire in their life. Besides, nothing beats the heat of an explosion on your back.
Oh my god, Deimos. Oh my god. I just can't even handle it. I mean, you know, I don't blame her. Like, you know, as I have said before in a post, 10 out of 10 would also let Eos Alara explode. Okay, do. Next. You spread out your arms, gesturing to the other side of the room.
Now back to the real reason you came on board. Access to the crew's luxury food dispensers.
Deimos glides over to the large machines, her long, elegant sleeves rising as she lifts her hand to click on the screen.
They don't have snacks like these on the front lines.
Not much can compare to the Atlas.
The machine materializes her selection and Deimos pops a crunchy kill steak chip in her mouth.
I hope you're not getting too comfortable here. I can't have one of my best marshals losing their edge.
Think you mean the best. And I'll have you know I'm as sharp as ever.
Deimos waves her hand to gesture around the empty mess hall.
There's not much action here. Your combat skills must be rusty.
Don't let the lack of battlefields on the Atlas fool you. I train every day. There's an advanced combat training room, rivals the one in Marshal headquarters.
I'd love to see it. Why don't we find out if you can still keep up with me?
And I've never bought this diamond scene before, guys, as you can see, but that's one of the reasons I'm replaying this chapter, is to get it, so that Eos can get it. Okay, oh wait, I can't step on these lines.
You train me, Admiral. It means I can use all your tricks against you.
Oh my god, Deimos, I was... Guys, she's too much for me. I love her. I know that's also how Eos is feeling right now. And then his response, okay, I didn't even say it out. Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Anyway, look at this gorgeous new background that I would otherwise not have seen if I hadn't bought this. Look at this beautiful shit. Across the Void has so much cool shit. And then she's like, I'm fucking impressed too. Anyway. They're harmless training weapons, don't worry everyone. I might just do the thing where I kinda get out of here and let everyone enjoy the romance scene without me narrating it. Bye. Okay, I feel like I dipped out too early and there's like a lot of lines left in this shit. Okay. After a few rounds of combat have tied up your scores, you and Deimos step off the simulation terrain floor.
I'm impressed. You've learned a lot since I trained you.
Of course. I'm a natural talent. It's easy to teach someone so predisposed like myself. You give Deimos a teasing smile and she shakes her head.
I shouldn't be feeding your ego. It's large enough as it is.
The Admiral pours 2 Nutra drinks, then hands one to you. Her fingertips brush yours as you take it. We're already laying the works. Oh.
I've never told you this, but the first time I saw you, I knew you'd make a great marshal.
Back when we were both recruits. She nods, taking a sip of her drink.
Everything was second nature for you. I'd been there training for a while before you came around, so I knew what it took to stand out. When I got promoted shortly after and you were assigned to train under my leadership, you made it look like I knew what I was doing.
Admiral, you were born to lead. You didn't need help with anything, especially not from me.
This war has made it hard to feel confident in even the smallest decisions.
Moving closer, you hold her gaze. I've seen you risk everything for the lives of your soldiers. No one is more suited to this rank than you.
You say that with such authority, it's hard not to believe it.
Deimos removes one of the vibro swords from the wall, turning it over in her hands.
I think it's time I tried one of these.
You reach for the double-sided vibro sword and find your face only inches from Deimos's. I've missed training together.
Me too. Though it took a while to get used to being your CO.
What was that?
I had a huge crush on you when we were recruits.
Really? You never told me that.
I didn't want you to think I was being unprofessional.
You cock your head to one side, gazing at her intently. What's changed?
Now, I'm willing to take that risk.
Go for it, you two. Okay, now this is when I'm gonna duck out and let them enjoy themselves. Alright, and now this scene, I feel like the fact that he just literally was making out with Deimos and talking about how they're friends and stuff, all this gives a totally different kind of weight and meaning and feeling to the scene that's about to happen right now. Here we go. A little while later, you and Deimos find Carrie on the bridge. He turns to Deimos. Welcome aboard! You must be Admiral Deimos. Admiral, meet Carrie, my accomplished brother. I couldn't be more proud of him. He's really proved himself here on the Atlas. Deimos nods respectfully at Carrie.
Captain Alara, your brother speaks most highly of you.
It's good to hear. Carrie's already prepped for your arrival, so you could proceed with the inspection right away.
One moment, I just want to thank Captain Alara for allowing me to conduct this unorthodox inspection. The entire Vanguard is grateful for your discretion. I'm sure it hasn't been easy to keep the Senator's presence a secret from the rest of your crew.
Carrie's smile falters. I'm not sure what you mean.
Marshal Alara didn't tell you that the inspection is a ruse to offer Senator Tori an extra escort to the capital.
No. My brother failed to mention it. You reach for Carrie's arm, trying to erase the hurt on his face with a single touch. Carrie, I didn't think I was allowed to say anything. I never meant it. Carrie plasters on a smile, straightening his posture. Not to worry, Eos. I know now. Slowly, you lower your arm from Carrie's. The pain in his eyes causes your chest to tighten. Now playing as Pax, the sound of voices draws you to the bridge where you peek around the corner to see your siblings talking to the Admiral. Uh-oh. After listening for several seconds, you feel a hand touch your shoulder and jump a foot into the air.
Hey, Pax. How's the eavesdropping going? Zania! Apparently it could be sneakier. Successful spying requires less getting caught. No one wants to get trapped in the light.
Blah, blah, blah. I feel like I picked the wrong dialogue option here because I like the other one better where she says something about, I don't know, where she immediately tries to be accomplices with Zinnia. I like that one a lot better, and I feel like I chose the wrong dialogue option, but oh, Zinnia still says we're accomplices now no matter what. Okay.
We're accomplices now. Never hurts to have a partner in crime.
We tune back into what Carrie's saying on the bridge. Let me know if you need anything else for your inspection.
Thank you, Captain Alara. I have all I require for now.
Zinnia clutches your arm as Admiral Deimos starts toward you.
We can't let them catch us eavesdropping. Hide behind that pillar.
You dive over to one of the pillars further down the corridor, but it leaves you totally exposed.
Pax!
Zinnia pulls you closer against her body to help keep you out of sight as much as possible. You feel her heart beat against your chest. Luckily, Deimos turns in the opposite direction and doesn't seem to notice you. Carrie and Eos emerge a moment later in the middle of a heated exchange. How could you go to your boss before me? Eos having Senator Tori on board puts my crew and passengers in danger. Admiral Deimos came up with the cover story. I had nothing to do with her, claiming it was an inspection. You step into the middle of the corridor, leaving Zinnia hidden behind the pillar.
Eos! You called Deimos! You did this to sabotage me! You found out about the Jura agent I was hiding and didn't hesitate to call the Vanguard on me!
You did what?
I'm starting to think you didn't plan this.
Eos looks back and forth between you and Carrie. I swear I didn't do this to hurt either of you. I did this to help protect Lyra.
Lyra? What about your family?
Several members of the crew appear in the corridor, drawn to the commotion.
The truth is, Eos, you've always cared more about everyone else than us.
Oh, I'm like fucking on his side in this one. I'm like, oh, Pax, you, hell no, you blew it. That's not true. Eos claws his hand angrily through his hair. What? more do you want from me? I've built my life around the two of you. I wouldn't even be here on the Atlas if I hadn't.
All that matters to you is who you want us to be. You've never accepted me for who I really am. You act like you have to fix me.
You never take responsibility for anything. If you quit blaming the rest of the galaxy for 5 seconds, maybe you'd see that you aren't the victim here.
What am I then? Eos?
You're the one who abandoned us, Pax. Tears fill your brother's eyes. When you left, son, you didn't just leave your world behind, you left us too. You rejected every part of yourself that linked you to us. You step back in shock, then turn to Carrie.
Is this how you feel too?
Carrie glances around at your growing audience.
This isn't the place for this, Pax.
You shake your head mutely, letting tears roll down your cheeks as you walk away. In the engineering room, you sit with your back to one of the machines and put your head in your hands. Moments later, someone else settles down beside you. I saw what happened. Wanted to see if you were okay. You wipe the stray tears from your eyes and try to crack a joke, but your heart isn't in it.
It helps to have a shoulder to cry on.
What Eos said was hateful, but no one's ever cared about me enough to worry like that. Guess I've never been close enough to anyone for them to get invested in what happens to me.
Holmes.
And then I agree with both of these options, both that sounds awful, and I want her to also say that she feels close to him, because I think that she does, and here we go.
I feel close to you. I care about everything you do, Holmes.
Lucky then. That counts more than anything else could.
You're amazing, Holmes. I hope I can help you see that.
Holmes gets to his feet and holds out a hand to help you up. Enough about me. You need some cheering up.
The only thing that'd make me feel better right now is building something.
That gives me an idea. You can finish the observatory with me. I've been working on it for months. I could use your skills. When we finish building it, we'll see the prettiest, brightest stars in the whole galaxy. And I want to do this one, and he's so cute, and I definitely ship them together on this run, definitively. But I think that it just destroys the momentum of the sibling fight and of everything going to shit right now if I like add in a cute scene, so. And I like this dialogue too.
I'm not feeling up to it. Besides, I've got to lock some inventory on the bridge.
Me too. I'll join you.
Some company would be nice.
A few minutes later, you walk onto the now empty bridge and stop short to stare at the chaos beyond the viewport.
What's happening? I thought we were far away from the war.
Gerard Vanguard ships speed in and out of view, firing without pause. Explosions flare as lasers cut into the hull of a distant ship. Oh, so it must be growing. We flew straight into the battle.